welcome back to another Dragon Ball Super card game video. This is a sort of different setup. Sorry, I kind of messed up my old lens, so it doesn't really focus anymore. My bad, but at least it's something different. There you go, variety content. I wanted to make a quick video about a deck or a leader that I don't think really anybody plays. Probably 90% of the people who are watching this, other than Epred, probably has never built a deck with this leader or very much even thought about this leader. And I don't think he's very good in general. And the one that I'm talking about is Majin Vegeta. And if we can see here as I put it up, basically what he does, you pitch a card, you gain critical, you can get 5k, and that's really it. He's kind of like the Walmart red version of Mass Saiyan, kind of. It's just that you neg a card pretty much every single turn. And I kind of wanted to make this work simply because there's a lot of stuff that occurs or reoccurs and has like a lot of drop recursion in coming into set 10 and just in general, like within the last few card pools that we've had. He is a draw 2 leader, and on the backside he does the same thing, and he swings and he draws a card. Not really much to say about that. But before I continue, definitely subscribe if you are new. Join the Discord, and if you want to buy any of these cards that we're taking a look at right now, use the TCG player link below if you want to support. And we're gonna look at the cards right now. This is the first version that I have. Actually, I have two versions, and there's a couple of reasons for that. But the whole thing that that this leader kind of needs is draw, and and the reason why I have two versions is one version with apes and one version that doesn't. It's been a very long time that I've made Jank, which is another reason why I played this, or I made this. And if you want to see gameplay of a version of me playing this and building this on stream, definitely see the link on my face or in the description below, because I did end up playing a version of this and the focus of it. The whole reason why I made it is not only because you can pitch an ape and just draw 2 at any time, but also because Goten's Unison does help this deck quite a lot, in which you take a life and helps you awaken and draws those 2 cards quickly, or quicker I should say, which we don't really play any other self-awakening other than After Image anyway, which is probably another thing that you can probably do, like other than Rushing Warrior Pan, you can probably do like Saiyan Kaba. I think Saiyan Kaba over Intensifying Power Trunks, even though your deck is kind of like critical, I guess. It's probably better just simply because of the unisons. This doesn't really have too many answers to unison other than Cooler being a double striker. That's pretty much it. Like, you get Frieza out, that's pretty cool, but this deck is really more about interesting interactions than trying to become a meta-defining deck. But Goten's, not only he makes your leader card an extra 5k, in which on top of that you're basically 20k critical on the front side, 25k critical on the back side, but also you get to see their hand and pretty much go for game whenever you need to, or secure going for game when you need to. And the fact that it does get any multicolor battle card, which basically is any of the multicolor super combos, but also you get a 10k battle card as well, which is nice. But everything else is sort of focused on the red-blue abuse and sensu bean, along with the recursion effect of Rebirth of Justice. And this is basically the one of the shout outs to Marcus Cantarsi when he played his, I do believe it was either Gogeta or something else deck, in which he was playing Rebirth of Justice into the Frieza, because Frieza is still a blue 5-drop battle card. You can go ahead and do that. And of course, Rebirth of Justice says choose up to 1 of your blue battle cards in your hand, energy cost of 5 or less, and then play it, and then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and return it to their hand. So basically, if you have this in your hand, it is still, again, a blue battle card. You get to play it. We have targets for that in, of course, Cooler, Pan Open, because it is still a blue battle card. You're gonna be doing quite a bit of damage throughout the game, or trying to at least. And then you get to place one of their battle cards into the drop, and then also make them crit. Another one, because this deck the leader just doesn't draw until it awakens. The Ultimate Fusion Gogeta later into the game, which basically you get to bounce 1 and then spin 2 back to the bottom of the deck with this card, and then draw 2. It is a nice interaction to have. And of course, if you didn't know already about the Frieza line, basically what you're trying to do is get this guy into the drop, keep this guy in your hand, and then what happens is that the second activate main, you pay a blue energy, your opponent has 3 or more energy, you choose a 3-cost Frieza, in which is going to be these 2 targets, the new Dynamo blocker, in which makes them mill 2, and then -5 on their end, being a weird 19k blocker. Is going to be the best target for that, or the Frieza right here, in which you can return this, you can return this, you can turn a cooler, you can turn one of these Friezas, etc. And then choose one of your red Frieza cards in your hand, cost of 5, and then play it. So basically, Rebirth of Justice and as well as Frieza over here are going to be the best 2 things to end the game, and as well as to get the 5-drop out. And not only that, you can probably get multiple out as well. So I think it's really, really cool just in general, not only because again, you get to pitch an ape and draw. You have Android 17 after you drop down a 1-drop like Rushing Warrior Pan as well as Frieza. Both are pretty useful because Rushing Warrior Pan, as soon as you play it out, either hard casting it or just playing it on their turn over here, you basically get an additional 5k, which again, 25k over here, 5k over here, 25 over here, 30 over here, 30k double strike. It's pretty good. I feel like it's pretty cool. And on their turn, if you play Android 17, you basically get an extra bean because you get a 5k after you play it. And then of course when you combo, you get the draw, so it replaces itself. So not too bad. And then with Frieza, with the Bear Super Combo, untapping any multicolor energy that you have, which is blue-red in this case, you get to basically defend against really anything. And being able to draw and recur with the Android 17, it's pretty good. After Image is there instead of Topo because you want to get into the combo step. That's pretty much it. I think if I had to remake a few of these things or try to modify a few different things, it's probably again, if you want to redo Rushing Warrior Pan, you don't really care about defense, you want to awaken more or quicker, I guess, try Saiyan Combo. I think an additional awakener here would be really good. Yeah, I don't really think, I mean, there's probably a couple other things that would be good. I think you could probably use the 1-drop negate that you can abuse the Unison card here, maybe even Yamcha, but yeah, Yamcha is like okay at best. And honestly, if you're going to be trying to minus things, you might as well just max out Cooler or wait for your Frieza, or even use this card or this card to minus things. But that's your kind of form of removal outside of a Rebirth of Justice and these 2 over here. Overall, pretty cool deck. It's more of an idea. I played it, it was fun, but it's more of an idea, and I honestly think that leaders like this should be explored just because it's nice to have. Now this deck is probably like $600, and that's probably the only reason why it's like somewhat viable. But if you don't want to spend $600 and not even just $400, if you just want to minus $400 here, we do have the other version in which you use the Kiku line in order to pitch a ball. Shout out to Louise, in which you pitch a ball, you get it back with Goku, you don't neg at all, and you still have a 15k critical leader. And then it still plays into the blue-red archetype in which you untapping Beerus, etc. But now you play Familiar Bonds in which you get more balls. You play Burst Attack, so that way you actually have a hand throughout the game. You still have Fearless Pan in which you're playing the Arrival Cooler here. And then of course Burst Attack, Topo, and Digging Deep here. And throughout the game you basically build a board of red cards. You play Fearless Pan later on, or you play Full Power Frieza, in which you're going to swing for Triple Strike, which I didn't mention, but you should know at this point. Triple Strike, 30k, and neg all their cards, ignoring barrier 30,000, and potentially milling them out because every single card is going to be milling too. So overall, again, the same concept. You're just not paying $600. You're paying more of a $17 or $107 type of deal there. So I think this is more budget friendly and probably more fun to experiment if you do have the cards. I'm very, very interested in hearing what you guys think and what you want to see in the future as far as Jinky leaders, because I do want to continue to do that. That's basically what my channel was kind of based on before, and I kind of want to get back to my roots for a number of things, including this. So let me know, and join the Discord, and buy my merch. Follow me on Twitch. There's so many things that you can do to support me, and I'm just rambling at this point. I'll see you in the next one.